You ever think about how ancient humans survived? Yeah, they had spears, fire, big brains, but here's what nobody talks about. There was one predator that absolutely terrified them. A predator so dangerous that it nearly hunted our entire species to extinction. And today, we're talking about the hunter that almost became humanity's greatest killer. So buckle up, because this is the story of how we went from being lunch to being the apex predator. Let's start with the dire wolf. And I don't mean just a big regular wolf. I mean a wolf on steroids. On prehistoric steroids. These things were around 200 pounds of pure murder muscle, with bite force strong enough to crush bone like a potato chip. But here's the scary part. They hunted in packs. Coordinated packs. Imagine you're sitting around your campfire with your tribe, right? You've got maybe 10 to 15 people. And then you hear it, the howl. Not one wolf. Not two. 7 dire wolves emerging from the darkness. And they've decided tonight, your dinner. Archaeological evidence shows us human bones with dire wolf bite marks. Human bones. We're talking about ancient humans being literally hunted for food. And when you're outnumbered, outweighed, and up against animals with teeth designed to crush your skull. Yeah, entire groups probably didn't make it through the winter. These wolves were so successful at hunting humans that they might have actually limited where early humans could expand and settle. Basically, sorry, no humans allowed in that territory. The dire wolves own it now. But if dire wolves were scary, the saber-tooth cat was basically nature's version of a nightmare with a mortgage. Picture this. You're out gathering berries, minding your own business, when suddenly a 400-pound cat with 7-inch fangs drops from literally nowhere and turns you into a snack. These cats didn't hunt like wolves, they hunted like assassins. Hide in the grass, wait for the perfect moment, then ambush. And here's the messed up part. We have evidence that humans were prey in these cats' diet. Not occasionally. Not a whoops, caught a human by accident. No, there are predator dens literally filled with human bones. We were on the menu. We were the special of the day. Saber-tooths were apex predators for thousands of years, and for most of that time, humans weren't the hunters. We were what got hunted. Can you imagine? Your entire existence is basically don't get eaten by the giant fanged cat. That's your whole day. That's your life. And the wildest part? We might have actually won this war. Some evidence suggests that as humans got smarter and made better weapons, we hunted the saber-tooths to extinction. So basically, they spent thousands of years hunting us, and then we were like, yeah, nice try buddy, and eliminated them. That's a plot twist. Now let's talk about the cave bear. This isn't some cute bear you'd see in a nature documentary. This is a 1,000-pound, territorial apex predator that shares your cave. The same cave you need to survive winter. So you've got this situation. Ancient humans trying to huddle in a cave to not freeze to death, and a massive bear that's like, excuse me, what are you doing in my house? Imagine being a cave bear. You're trying to sleep through winter, conserving energy, and these weird small creatures show up making noise and fire. That's like someone breaking into your apartment during your hibernation nap. You'd be furious. Archaeological evidence shows human remains with cave bear claw marks. Deep claw marks. The kind that make you go, yeah, that didn't end well. But here's the thing. Humans were smart enough to figure out that if they all attacked at once, they could take down a vulnerable bear. Young bears, old bears, sick bears, suddenly they're food, and they're the hunters. And then there were hyenas. Now, hyenas today are scavengers that'll eat your leftovers. But prehistoric hyenas? Those things were hunters. They ran in packs, they were strong enough to crush bone, and they'd steal your kill right in front of you. Picture this. You've spent all day hunting. You finally take down an antelope. You're bringing it back to feed your family. And then, hyena pack. They don't care about your hard work. They just see free food. So now you're running away from your own dinner while hyenas feast on what you hunted. That's not just annoying. That's survival pressure. That's starvation. That's extinction. So here's the big question. Did any predator actually wipe out an entire human population? The answer is probably yes. We don't know exactly which predator or which tribe, but think about it logically. You've got a small group of humans, maybe 50 to 100 people in a tribe. They're living in territory where dire wolves, saber-tooths, hyenas, and cave bears all exist. One bad winter. One predator is extra hungry. One group is weakened by disease or starvation. That's it. That tribe is gone. Completely extinct. No trace except maybe some bones scattered in a predator den. In fact, Some scientists think predator pressure might have played a role in the extinction of Neanderthal. Yeah, Neanderthals were strong and intelligent, but they were competing with modern humans, massive predators, disease. Basically, Neanderthals got hit from every direction. Predators were just one of the problems. But they were a big problem. There were probably dozens of human populations that got completely wiped out by predators that we'll never know about. Their bones are scattered, their stories are gone, and all we have left is the genetic knowledge that, yeah, predators were absolutely a thing we had to worry about. So if predators were so dangerous, how did we not just go extinct? How are we here right now instead of being evolutionary dead ends? 3 words: we got smarter. First, weapons. Spears, traps, poisoned arrows. Once humans figured out how to kill things from a distance, the game changed. You don't need to be as strong as a saber-tooth if you can stab it from 10 feet away. Suddenly, size doesn't matter. Strategy does. Second, fire. Predators are scared of fire. A burning campfire at night? That's a force field to a wolf or a hyena. They're not going to charge through flames. So fire wasn't just for warmth and cooking, it was protection. It was survival. Third, and this is the big one, cooperation. Humans learned to work together better than any predator. A pack of wolves hunts well, sure. But a group of humans with spears coordinating attacks, using strategy? That beats any predator, every time. We literally invented teamwork as a survival strategy. And it worked. Over thousands of years, humans went from, oh no, a predator, to we're hunting these predators to extinction. Dire wolves? Gone. Saber-tooths? Extinct. Cave bears? History. We didn't survive because we were stronger. We survived because we were smarter, we worked together, and we never gave up. We took the fear and turned it into fuel. So the next time you think about ancient humans as these weak, helpless cave people, remember, they went toe-to-toe with predators that would absolutely destroy us in a fair fight. They didn't have guns or cars or the internet. They had rocks, fire, and each other. And that was enough. The predator that almost wiped us out? We beat it. We eliminated it. And that's honestly the most badass thing humanity has ever done. Drop a comment. Which predator do you think scared ancient humans the most? And if you want more videos about how ancient humans survived the impossible, subscribe.